if I had been charged for that case, I would have been sitting in prison right now, do you know what I mean? I could see my parents and my family sitting there and my mum's crying, and I thought, look, all this because I thought I was a bit of a bad man and I start punching someone up. I'm game for whatever belt I can get my hands on. Literally, if there's an IBO belt or like some random WBC belt or like a Gucci belt, I'll fight for any belt, do you know what I mean? And he's come over to me now, yeah, and he's grabbed me again. And as he's grabbed me, instinctively I just went into my boxing stance.
I've heard some crazy stories, man. I think you got chased by like a Rambo knife.
I was about 18, 19. I was working night shifts in Tesco, man.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a stupid story, but basically.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we're here at Kayani Camp in Slough with the one and only, the Candy Man, Amar Kayani.
What's happening, bro? Nice to meet you.
Salam, bro. What you saying?
Oh, Salam back.
Salam, bro. How you doing?
Salam, alhamdulillah, I'm all good, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for having me on, guys, man.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, bro.
Nah, anytime.
Appreciate it, man.
I got you, bro.
Yeah, so let's get straight into it then. Let's talk about like how you grew up in Slough.
Yeah. Bro, growing up in Slough, obviously I was born here. I was born Wexham Park Hospital, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in Slough. Went to school in Chalvey, Slough and Eton. Obviously, Slough's, it's not a bad place, man. A lot of people say it's a bit mad, but I grew up here and there's worse places around, man. It's just everywhere you go, there's bad places and the good places.
Yeah.
And I'd say majority of Slough, it's reasonably safe. It's getting worse, obviously. Like, so is the whole of London. But alhamdulillah, it's a good place. You know, we're known here. The family's here. My whole family grew up here. So yeah, alhamdulillah, it's home, man. Slough's home.
Yeah, no, that's good, man. So how was your childhood like then when you were growing up?
Growing up here, childhood was like pretty much every other kid in Slough, man. Like,
Yeah.
I did my thing. I went to school in Chalvey. So obviously, growing up, as you do, you get into problems, you get into fights and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason that kind of molded me into a fighter. Because I was, before boxing, I know it's a bit cliche, but I was having them stupid street fights and tussles and scuffles. But yeah, man, I grew up here. And you basically, when you're in Slough, you don't want to be known as a victim, or you don't want to be weak, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So from a young age, we started training, me and my brothers. We weren't training to box originally, I'm not going to lie. We never started training so we could be world champions. We started training so when we go to school, we don't get bullied or we don't get beat up or we don't get picked on. And it started as that, man. I was always that skinny guy that had a decent bang on it. That's what they used to be referred to me as, like, I can fight a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying I'm Superman, but alhamdulillah, I was all right. When I grew up, I just did my thing, man. We just grew up. Me, my brothers, we all the same. We just grew up, just learned to defend ourselves. And boxing is one of the things that just happened naturally. Because I was decent at fighting, obviously a bit of a stupid thing to say, because I was half decent at fighting, I kind of took my energy into boxing. And then wasn't too, at the time I was 16, 17, I was boxing amateur and that's it, man.
Yeah.
What weight are you fighting at now then?
Welter, I'm at 66.7. Obviously right now I'm not fighting for a title next.
Yeah.
So next fight's at 67 kilograms. But when you do box for titles, it will be bang on welterweight. To be fair, I could be welterweight, I could fight a super welter, but I'm comfortable at welter. Like even now, I'm fighting in 2 weeks and I'm probably about a kilo overweight, so I'm on point, man. I'm on point with it.
Yeah. No, that's good, man. It's good to see that you put that energy into like something positive. And like, mashallah, I've seen this gym and it looks sick, man. Like having something like this for the community and for the, the young generation, stuff like that. Like, mashallah, it's good to see, innit?
No, alhamdulillah. Do you know what it is? The gym, it's not, I can't take credit for the gym. The gym is it's a family gym. It's me, my older brother, my younger brother, it's my friends. We've all worked together to contribute to the gym. The reason the gym is so popular is because we grew up in Slough. We weren't some random old timers, some coaches that opened the boxing club and said, "Oh, there's an ABC amateur boxing club open the high street. Come jump in." Do you know what I mean? We grew up in the community, and the kids have seen us grow up and develop into fighters. And we just try to give back to the community. We do free sessions for the kids that can't afford it. We do knife seminars occasionally once a week. If someone can't afford a session, we just tell them to jump in, and obviously when they can, as long as they're off the street and they're in the gym training, that's good with us, man. So
spreading positive energy,
we're trying to,
well,
man.
Definitely.
We're trying to do our thing here, but
definitely
the gym is more than just a boxing club. Obviously, we've got home Candies champions, we've got semi-finalists, youth semi-finalists, but more than a boxing club, it's a hub, man. It's like there's no else like this in the high street. We do it for the youth, man. Like, inshallah, one day the kids that are in the gym, they're going to be champions, you know what I mean? And hopefully if they have an opportunity to do something for the other kids, like, kids in their generation growing up, let's inshallah, hopefully they
We'll come up with the name then, Kayani Camp.
It's a family name.
It's a lovely name,
It's just like, when you go to the Mayweather gym, it's the Mayweather gym. You go to, I don't know, any of the boxing gym, it's usually the owner's name.
The name,
like
innit?
Nike is the name, do you know what I mean?
You want it kind of your personal brand, innit?
And it's just a Kayani Camp, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what's the Adrian Broner's used to have band camp? Obviously, yeah, Kayani camp is just like, so we grew up before the boxing club is like, this club has been running for about 2.5, 3 years. Before this, what we were doing is the kids off the block that were coming to my garden, me and my older brother would have pads on.
Yeah.
And we would take them on pads, loads of random kids.
Personal training, yeah? Boxing, yeah?
Yeah, no, we used to literally just have them there on pads. Kids used to call me, Amar, are you free? They used to call my brother, Zoe, you free about 5:36? They used to come to my yard, jump on my back. We used to have pads, they used to put their gloves on. Never charged them nothing.
Yeah.
We had loads of, if you go into YouTube to this day, you could probably see kids fighting in my garden, like friends of mine, guys that are boxers now. Do you know what I mean? You know, the funniest thing is you could post a link at the bottom of this of some guys scrapping out in my garden, like 10 years ago, before the boxing club was open.
Yeah.
So the idea was always there, even before boxing. No, we weren't boxers. We weren't that good at boxing, but we used to still try teach what we can.
Yeah.
And just kids. We were kids. We used to teach kids our age.
How did you turn pro then?
Turning pro was one of the ones. So I started boxing properly when I was about 15, 16. And I was on and off. I was at school. I had my GCSEs and whatnot. So I was boxing. Then I wasn't boxing. I was boxing. Wasn't boxing. My older brother was boxing. My younger brother was boxing. Yeah. We were all boxing. And then by the time I turned about 19, 20, I got a bit more serious about it. I'm like, I'm all right at this. And then we entered, I used to be part of a boxing club called Wickham Warriors. We're still called Wickham Warriors. And I had a coach there called Stuart Scott. Good coach, man, good guy. Yeah. And we entered the Nationals in 2019 or 2020. And we ended up winning the whole thing. We just entered it for Amar's quite, he's half decent. I entered it, I won the whole Nationals. After that, I thought, obviously I entered the ABAs after that. That was obviously the developments, Class B. After that, I entered the ABAs. I got to the semi-finals. Obviously got pulled out because of a cup. Yeah. But I was boxing like some of the best boys in the country and I was doing all right against them. Yeah. So I thought, this is all right, man. So after that, literally, my brothers and me, we just took the plunge, man, and turned over pro, man.
Yeah, well, what made you kind of take that plunge? Like you said, you started getting serious. Was there something in your life that kind of made you feel like you want to take this seriously?
Do you know what it is? At that age, when you're about 19, 20, you're still young and immature. Yeah. And at that time, while I was boxing, I was going through a few madnesses and just stupid scenarios were happening. And I actually ended up getting into a real major altercation in the street. Mm-hmm. And obviously when you're a boxer, you think, you could defend yourself, you feel invincible. But that's why boxing is so good, because it makes you confident. But sometimes I had no one, I did have older brothers and my father and everyone. But long story short, I ended up getting into a fight, a really stupid fight. I ended up hurting someone. I ended up being charged with GBH. Well, I went to Crown Court and I was looking, I don't know how long you got in for now. It was Section 18, 24, it was a load of stupid stuff.
Do you reckon boxing saved you then?
Boxing saved me, man, because obviously when I was in court and I could see my parents and my family sitting there and my mum's crying and I thought, look, all this because I thought I was a bit of a bad man and I started punching someone up. And I was still that skinny youth, just with a good bang, do you know what I mean? Yeah. I hit the guy and I hurt him. Then after that, literally when the whole alhamdulillah with bus case, whatever, after that my brother said to me, you just got to turn over, man, just focus. If I had been charged for that case, I would have been sitting in prison right now, do you know what I mean? I would have been coming out in 2 years or something. Yeah. That was 2020,
so
2019.
Boxing saved you, innit?
So boxing saved me, and so alhamdulillah, after that we just thought, let me turn pro, just put all my energy into this. My brothers, we were all in similar situations. We all grew up, I don't want to talk too tough about it and gloat about it. Do you know what I mean? We all grew up around mad situations. Yeah. So alhamdulillah, now we can give back to the community. And the kids now, when you see them, we stick it on them if they're walking about acting bad, with a limp and that. We pull them into the gym and say, look, if you don't want to train there, you can't be bopping around, acting like some heroes, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because if you learn the hard way, alhamdulillah, me and my brothers, alhamdulillah, none of us ever gone into the jail. And we've been in some serious situations, but we've never been to prison, do you know what I mean? And touch wood, alhamdulillah, man, we haven't. And now we're trying to keep these other kids on the right track as well, man.
What's your aim then? What's your aim long term with Kayani Camp? What's your goal?
With Kayani Camp, man, we've got some goals, man, inshallah. This is the first Kayani Camp.
Yeah. We want franchising, yeah.
We want to franchise it, inshallah, man. Obviously, it's a long-term thing. We're not looking at franchising next year, or inshallah, maybe next year, you never know. But it's over a long period of time, we want to open a few you know, down here, down south, up north.
Yeah, I think you got good potential, man. Like even internationally, I think it would
Inshallah,
do good.
internationally as well, man.
Yeah.
I have to send one of my brothers into Dubai or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Dubai or Saudi Arabia.
Dubai,
Saudi
even
stuff.
Riyadh, bro. What's happening at Riyadh at the moment? That would be sick.
Yeah,
as well.
inshallah, man. It's like the way we train is different. Like, I'm not going to say we're better than anyone.
Yeah.
But alhamdulillah, we have a unique way of training, the way of teaching. And we've got some good coaches in this club here.
Yeah.
And inshallah, our future plans are to open a few of these. And then as well as that, I want to keep building my profile, because as well as me being a pro boxer, my younger brother, Amar Kayani, he's a pro boxer and he's very talented too. He's very, very good. So inshallah, as we both progress and, you know, our platform gets bigger, inshallah, that gives more leeway to Kayani camp, and hopefully we can keep expanding.
Mashallah, that's good. That's good to hear, man. And
Alhamdulillah.
but bro, I've heard some crazy stories, man. I've heard that I think you got chased by like a Rambo knife.
Oh yeah.
I heard something like that. What happened there?
Yeah, man. That was, again, like I said to you, when I was like that tender age of, you know, 19, 20.
Yeah.
A lot of parents, they don't send the kids to boxing clubs because they think if you send them to the boxing club, they're gonna learn to fight. But when you learn to box, that's what instills discipline into you, man. I was about 18, 19. I was working night shifts in Tesco, man.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a stupid story, but basically one of the guys was drunk. Big old guy, come and tried getting served some alcohol or whatever, and the lady, she said no to him.
Yeah.
Obviously me, I'm that skinny guy with my Tesco uniform on. I go, bro, you can't come in, man. You can't take the alcohol or whatever. And he come up to him and he goes, listen, he just grabbed me from the face, yeah. He wasn't licked or nothing, but he grabbed me from the face and he goes, stay out of this, and he kind of pushed me away.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, cool. So then 2-2s now, he's gone downstairs and I've gone out for my break. And I'm standing, I never smoked a cigarette, but I was standing in the smoking area. I was sitting there eating like a chocolate bar or something.
Yeah.
I love my chocolate, so I was just sitting eating dairy milk. And he's come over to me now, yeah, and he's grabbed me again. And as he's grabbed me, and like I said before, like instinctively, I just went into my boxing stance. And he comes and starts screwing up, trying to hit me. I just kind of swayed out the way, and I just hit him with the right hand.
Yeah.
And that's all she wrote, man. I hit him with the right hand, he just fell into his back. Do you know what I mean?
Jeez.
As he fell into his back, he was a big old guy, man. If you've seen this guy. And then obviously, you know, when you're young, you hit someone. Now, alhamdulillah, you don't want to hit no one.
Yeah.
You hit someone now, you're finished, you know what I mean? You go to pen, and that's stupid. We're grown up now.
There's no point.
Obviously, as a kid, I was, when he fell down, I was excited. I jumped on him, start clapping him, whatever. I've gone back into Tesco now, just sticking my chest out thinking, yo, I'll just give this guy a 2-piece.
Yeah.
I'm back in working my night shift. I've got like blood in my knuckles, acting like a bad man. I washed it. As I'm working now, yeah, the same guys come up now. It's been like half an hour. And it's coming, and back these times, like these knives and Rambos, they weren't that common. Do you know what I mean? Obviously now, it's like an epidemic. It's crazy what's happening in London and Slough and whatnot. But back these times, it wasn't that common. So you just pull like a massive piece out of his trouser, like this big thing. And he started chasing me and something like Tom and Jerry, just sprinting in front, man. And he's like, bro, I swear to God, he chased me around Tesco for about 10 minutes. I look like the biggest idiot, man.
Bro.
But again, it opens your eyes up, do you know what I mean? This guy was like going in between aisles. And I'm running up and down Tesco. He's running around the back, the sides.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to dodge him.
What was going through your head, though?
Bro,
Like,
just
at that time?
I was just shitting myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're a kid,
that must have
innit?
been a crazy
And
situation
you
to be
think,
in.
and then it kind of puts into perspective. Like, you hit someone, yeah, in the heat of the moment, it can cost your life to you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you tell someone that now, or go bang this guy. You know, the next half hour someone's gonna come stab you. Do you know what I mean? So it's stupid, man. Like, obviously, you know, I was sprinting up and down the aisle. But the saddest part of the whole story is, alhamdulillah, nothing happened to me that day. I got away, yeah.
Alhamdulillah, man.
But that person themselves, about 2 months later, alhamdulillah, astaghfirullah, man, we lost him to knife crime, that same brother. Obviously, I'm not going to drop no names or nothing.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It just shows the severity of it, man. You carry a knife, you act like a bad man, you can get stabbed with that same knife, man.
Yeah.
And speaking of knife crime, I've got my cousin's name on my right shoulder. My cousin, we lost him to knife crime too. But my cousin wasn't like that. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't a criminal. This guy used to work in the airport. And do you know, it's something proper close to my heart, because my younger cousin, he had his life together, and like we lost him to knife crime. And it just shows random people that carry knives, they're cowards. You know what I mean? They come, obviously, they made my cousin a shaheed, but it's mad, bro. Like, you shouldn't. The knife crime thing is too crazy right now.
Are you helping the community?
Put the knives down and get the gloves on.
Man, we're trying to do that now. That's why since this whole madness has happened about a year and a half ago, we're so like with the kids. We do a lot of work for knife crime, man. We just try to explain to kids what the repercussions are and what can happen in the long term. Walking around with the knife don't make you have I was gonna say something a bit rude, but I don't make you act like a big man. You don't make you a big man. You know what I mean? real men don't carry knives. You know what I mean, bro?
100%.
Ban all of that, man. That's just some stupidity, man.
Yeah,
But alhamdulillah, like we live and you learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of these kids in these ends, man, they'll learn the hard way, one way or another, man. One way or another.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Put the knives down and put the gloves on, man.
Gloves on. You see a lot of people say that, man.
Yeah.
But it's a legit, it's a real thing, man.
Yeah.
And it's close to our heart. I'm not one of them gas men that just says, put the knives down, pick the gloves up, just to say it.
Yeah.
We say it genuinely. We mean it, bro.
Because
Like,
you've actually been,
we've hurt. We've been hurt. Do you know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
So inshallah, man, like gets better, man. It gets better, but
Yeah. So how's your boxing career going though? What's next for you, man?
But next for me, I'm fighting in less than 2 weeks, man. I'm fighting in about 13 days. I'm fighting on the 2nd March. The guy has got a winning record, so obviously he's coming to fight. He's coming to win. I don't know too much about him. You know what I mean? I don't really research my opponent too much. I leave that to my coach.
Yeah.
We run the game plan through with him. A lot of people, they watch their opponents and they do this and they freak themselves out.
Yeah.
I leave it to my coach. He tells me what to do. I go in there, handle business. So inshallah, we got someone in 2 weeks. Then after that is Ramadan. So Ramadan, I still take over, still train. But immediately after that, I want to get to title contention, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a spring chicken, man. You know what I mean? I'm getting old, man. Got to go out there and fight. Alhamdulillah, it's one thing doing this for the community, but I've got to build my own platform too.
Yeah.
Everything goes hand in hand. So inshallah, in the long term, I want to win some titles. I want to see how high I can get. I want to see how far I can get.
Yeah, why not?
Why not, man? I want to get as far as I can, man.
Yeah, and bro, I think I've seen you on the BBC News as well.
BBC?
I saw a clip on BBC News.
Yeah, I've been on like bare bits and bobs on news. Yeah, I've been like talking about Slough in general and just like alhamdulillah, I've been on BBC News a few times and like the radio and stuff. And so alhamdulillah, it's alright, man. I just talk about everything that's going on in the area.
Yeah, because I think I saw you in the Kayani camp. You're talking about, I think, the camp or something.
Yeah, literally just talking about the camp and what we do for the community.
Yeah.
And inshallah, like what our terms of the community. Slough has, the good thing about Slough is alhamdulillah, we've got loads of boxing clubs. We've got some good boxing clubs. We've got a brother called Khalil, he does a lot with the community. We've got Jubilee Boxing Club, we've got Lucky Gloves, we've got Slough Boxing Club, we've got Ian Bailey's Boxing Club, we've got quite a lot now. Loads of good boxing clubs in Slough, do you know what I mean? And we're just another boxing club that's trying to help. And alhamdulillah, I think it's beautiful, man. I think
definitely.
you can never have too many of something that's good, you know. You can never have too much of it.
So you're independent boxing club, Kayani camp. How do you make money without a big platform?
That's it,
without a big promoter.
Yeah. So as a fighter,
yeah.
As a fighter, I do it because look, alhamdulillah, like I said, I haven't got a massive promoter yet, but I grew up in Slough, and I don't refer to people that come to watch my fight as fans. Never. Do you know what I mean? These are my brethren, every single one of them. All 300 of them, I'll know them personally. Yeah. I could like message every single one of the people that comes to my fights. You know what I mean? It's not like random people come to my fight.
So you sell tickets, like
alhamdulillah, we sell tickets.
Mates.
We sell tickets and like everyone's a friend here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Friend of a friend or a connection. Yeah. I don't have random, like even if random people do come, I get to know them. I make the effort to, you know, we go eat after, we chill after. And every single person that buys a ticket to my fight, man, it's not just helping me. It's helping like the camp, it's helping the communities. Alhamdulillah, it's helping me grow, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So inshallah, we're starting at the bottom, but inshallah, there'll come a stage. Well, I don't know, I won't have to sell as many tickets. So inshallah, I'll always sell tickets.
Inshallah, bro. Yeah,
but hopefully, man, onwards and upwards, we just want to keep going and keep doing our thing for the community. Inshallah.
We'll put the link in the description. If you want tickets, March the 2nd, make sure you check him out.
The way you were
the next fight. So who you fighting next then?
This one. So like I said a minute ago, I don't really know the guy's name.
You don't know the guy's name.
March 2nd. But the guy is a good guy. He's a winning record. He's coming for a fight. Do you know what I mean? So inshallah, my God, they handle business. And then after that, after Ramadan, that's when we get the proper title contention. Obviously, I'm still, Ramadan. We have all our sessions on as normal in Ramadan. And what we do in Ramadan is we have iftar 4 times a week. Obviously, fast is going to open during the session. So inshallah, we'll have bits of food. And you guys are more than welcome to come down.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Appreciate
train
that,
with us if you want, man, inshallah.
Yeah,
that's it, man.
But yeah, after that fight, do you have anyone in mind? Like any other future, future opponents?
Future opponents, is at welterweight. There's a domestic route and there's sometimes a international route. I'm game for whatever belt I can get my hands on.
Yeah. Literally,
if there's an IBO belt or like some random WBC belt or like a Gucci belt, do you know what I mean? I'll go for any sort of belt, do you know what I mean? I'll fight for any belt, do you know what I mean?
Any belt,
yeah, literally any belt they put in front of me and it gives me a platform. Alhamdulillah, I'll go for it, man. I know there's a lot of fighters are flying out to Ghana now. I'm even game for that. I was speaking to my coach about it. So even if I have to fly abroad and spend some money at more
international fights,
Get into international, man. Go Riyadh.
Yeah, I would love to go Riyadh, man.
Season, man. Get in there.
Yeah, like, you know, if anyone's watching this, the spot Riyadh season, well, get me onto one of them
Hook
cards,
him
man.
up ASAP.
Amar Kayani on there.
Fight, get me the Pakistan champion, man. Man. He probably works in a shoe shop right now. I'll do him around. Nah. I'll fight, alhamdulillah. Anyone, inshallah.
That's good, man.
Like I said, it's a slow jog. It's a long, slow jog. It's not a sprint. So inshallah, I want to make sure I'm at the right place at the right time before I delve in for a title. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not a spring chicken. I can't bounce back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I haven't got 3, 4, 5 turns to do this thing.
Yeah. What about any influencers, like influencer boxing?
I'm game for it.
Would you fight any influencer?
Yeah, anyone.
Okay. What about KSI?
I'd love to fight KSI, man. Even though it's probably about 5 weights above me.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't say no to a paycheck of like 100 racks? You know what I mean? Probably more than that. I'll fight him.
Yeah, I think I see Wayne Rooney versus KSI. I think that's the rumor.
You reckon that's gonna happen?
I don't know, but I saw rumors, innit? So like,
KSI was just battering, man. Rooney can't box. Like, KSI can't really box like that either. But Rooney's a footballer. Who's going to kick him mid game? You know what I mean?
Who do you look up to anyway? As a boxer, professional boxer, who do you look up to? Who's your role model?
As a boxer, I don't look up to any boxers in particular.
Yeah.
But obviously, for me, the greatest man of all time, man, Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that's my early influence, man, to be fair. Whenever people ask that question, that's always the same answer for me, man. I don't look up to another man. I'm a man myself. I can never look up to another man. Obviously, my father and my brothers are different.
Yeah.
But I can never look up to another man as a...
What about legends like Mike Tyson,
legends.
Muhammad Ali?
Like, who my favourite fighters are?
Yeah, who's your favourite?
I don't know, man. That's a good question. It has to be Ali for what he's done outside of the ring. Do you know what I mean?
Ali,
outside of the ring as well.
Well, in terms of style, like, who do you look up to in terms of style and stuff like that?
Style, I like... I kind of like the loose style.
Yeah.
I like there was a guy called Emmanuel Augustus.
Oh yeah.
He used to be like loose limbs. I like the way he used to box, just weird style.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking, there's a few fighters, man. I like Marvin Hagler.
What about now? Who's your favorite now at the current time? Yeah,
current champion.
Yeah, heavyweight. Who do you reckon?
Oh, current heavyweight.
Yeah, who do you reckon? Tyson Fury, AJ, Ngannou. Come on.
Ngannou's not even the equation.
UFC champion. UFC fighters.
Boxing current heavyweights. I mean, I'm an AJ fan, I can't lie. I'm a Fury fan as well. That's a good fight. I can't even call it because I know some people are saying Fury just smash him. Some people are saying that AJ will steamroll him after the last performance.
Yeah, no, it's
a hard one to call, man.
Yeah, it'll be a good fight. What about overall, like every weight division? Like
every weight right now?
Yeah.
Currently. You know, one of my favorites for a while was Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Pacquiao was, but obviously he's retired now.
Yeah.
So right now, I don't know, man. That's a hard question. Being a fighter myself, like, I don't know. Everyone's got something different about them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tank, I'm a fan of Tank. I
like turned Muslim as well, isn't it, recently?
He turned Muslim, yeah.
Mashallah.
Abdul Wahid.
Abdul Wahid, yeah.
I like his style. Obviously, when you get people like just classy boxers like Shakur Stevenson, he's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I like bits and bobs of everyone. I don't want to particularly, even Tim Tszyu, watching quite a bit of him recently. I like the way he goes on. Yeah. Like the Charles aren't too bad, but yeah, man, alhamdulillah.
Who do you like to spar in that? Say you're in training, yeah. Who do you spar? Hardest spar?
Oh, who would I like to spar?
Who would you like to spar?
My dream spar, at my weight, I will tell you. I'd love to move with Crawford, man. You probably give me some work, but I'd love to share the room with him and just learn bits and bobs. You know what I mean?
Crawford's got good tactics.
I feel like he's probably one of the best at the moment.
At the moment, he's probably one of the top dogs right now. But just to get in there and learn, absorb it from him. I'll probably knock him down with a body shot.
Crawford, yeah?
Crawford, even CANELO, but he's a big man. We're going there with a guy that's 168. Yeah. Crawford similar weight to me, so I would if I had the opportunity, I'd probably get my ass handed to me, you know, but I'd probably go. Yeah. Actually, I know my ass handed to me, probably would be it's gonna save me a good spot, but I don't want to start gloating too tough.
Let's talk about nutritionists then. So have you got a nutritionist? How do you keep your weight?
Yeah, man,
I've got
a nutritionist. Shout out my man Jack Coke. I've been working with him for since my last fight now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he keeps on top of me, keeps on top of my macros and the calories. He texts me weekly what to get. I just order everything. It comes in. Today, so far, I've had, what have I had today? I had like sweet corn, rice, chicken. I had like protein yogurt and blueberries for breakfast. It's been all right, man.
Yeah.
When you get a decent nutritionist, camp's a lot easier. Do you know what I mean? Boxing's a lot easier.
Yeah.
It's when I was doing my own nutrition before. It was mad
harder,
then.
bro.
It was mad because you're trying to eat and you're not trying to eat too tough. But now, alhamdulillah, it's much easier now. Nutrition's a big point in boxing, man. If you haven't got a nutritionist, I would definitely recommend. Obviously, if you're fighting, I'd definitely recommend one.
Nah, that's good, mashallah. But yeah, any tips for the youngsters? Like, if you've got any tips, motivational tips, or for the young boxers up and coming?
For the young boxers, look, I I haven't got that much of a big platform myself yet,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'd say keep your head down, keep grafting, listen to your parents. If you already say you can't go boxing, don't go boxing, man. Stay at yours, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you know what? It's a good time to shout out my sponsors actually, man.
Yeah.
So shout out 360 Alloys. There's Bad Boy Alloy Company in Reading, but then Slough too, bodywork, alloys, everything.
Yeah.
Shout out Hijama. You don't know Hijama.
Hijama
Specialist. He's one of my sponsors.
We actually might have him on our podcast as well.
Inshallah,
soon.
yeah,
That's
man.
an exclusive, you know.
He's a bad man. He's a good guy, man.
Yeah.
When you tell you with them pressure points, boy, during the podcast, gonna squeeze it in your neck and be a goal. Do you know that? Yeah? So you gotta be careful, bro. Nah, mashallah, Mo's G.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hijama Specialist. I've got Hub Recruitment. They're one of my sponsors. They're good. I'm gonna shout out my man Amar. He makes my posters. See, my posters always looking bushy.
I've seen all your posts
yeah,
around.
looks
Slack,
Everyone
bro.
always says to me, the
Right.
posters are sick, Amar. I'm like, yeah. Shout out my man Amar, man. His name's Amar Hassi. He's very good at his posters. But yeah, big shout out to my main sponsor, 360 Alloys and Bodywork, man.
Definitely.
If you need your body work done, your car work done, they're your people to go to, man. Very, very good, very reliable, and probably the cheapest prices you're gonna get.
Nah,
And if you quote my name, you get 10%. Nah, you don't. But if you let me know, I'll try to hook you up a little bit. You know what I mean?
yeah, definitely, man.
Cool, bro.
Well, it's been a pleasure, man. I appreciate you coming
bro.
on.
Yeah.
Jazakallah, man. Thank you for having me on.
Appreciate it,
Coming
man.
on.
My bro,
Jazakallah.
anytime, man. Inshallah, we get another one after I get this
Inshallah,
win.
yeah.
Inshallah,
And when I
man.
have my first strap, we're gonna do it. So
Yeah.
We'll put the tickets in the description. If anyone wants to come, where's it going to be? In London, yeah?
This fight's going to be in London, yeah. But normally it's in East London, in York Hall. But this one's called Laura Trott Leisure Centre. So it's more towards north. It's like a lot closer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's about, from Slough, it's about 40 minutes. If you live in London, it's around the corner.
Guys, make sure you check it out. Make sure you follow him on all his socials.
Socials is Kayani_Amar.
Yeah.
Amar Kayani Facebook. Kayani_Amar on Instagram.
Yeah.
Obviously follow Kayani Camp. That's the boxing club.
Follow Kiani Camp.
Yeah, follow
And
them up.
if you want to get a hold of any tickets or anything, it's either just literally Instagram message me or Facebook message me, and
message
then
it.
we get hold of them. That's how I've been doing them. I've been doing that like that from the start, man.
Definitely, man. Guys, make sure you subscribe and we'll catch you in the next one.
Sure.
Take
Take
care.
care.
Take care, boys.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. That's it.